chance meeting on a 1,000 kilometre hike in the southwest of Australia has led to a house sit in Berlin, Germany. We delight in slow travel, the chance to experience part of the city little visited by tourists, from the comfort of a beautiful home. The offer of a house sit sets a time, a place, and many wheels in motion. A 19-hour journey, including a stopover in Singapore, lands us in Frankfurt for our first German sunset.
In a hotel. What a genius move. Always book a good one after a long haul flight. Hermsdorf is home for the next few weeks. A leafy suburb with old-style three-storied homes and brambly wildflowered gardens on the edge of a forest. Our darling hiking friend Laura comes all the way from Hamburg to her family home to greet us. She spoils us with wonders of cheese and baked goods. Together with Lucas, her sister's boyfriend, we share a long, leisurely late Sunday breakfast. We chat about our plans, what to do in Berlin, and talk about the wall. Laura finds a book for me to read, Stasi-Land. Beautifully written and a great introduction. Refreshed and renewed, we ventured out on rickety bikes that rattle in protest on cobbled Prussian roads and paths. The seats are low, and we're initially too absorbed by riding on the right, so unnatural, to bother changing gear. We visit the Zwei Kranen, Two Cranes coffee shop. It's outside the train station and feels like a community hub. The sound of another language in our ears is such pleasure. The chance to watch normal life go on is a privilege.
That is so weird and good. It's like if a Terry's orange was
Caffeinated.
Back on the bikes and out to see a local attraction.
The water buffalo were introduced here about 2015 as part of a program to rejuvenate the wetlands because they would eat some of the nasty non-native species that were causing problems here. But what I didn't know was that while we're here we might also see a biber or a kukuk. Kukuk, kukuk. Oh, but you will see mosquitoes. Look at that one. Woo. Okay, so the original herd, as far as I know, of water buffalo was about either 6 or 9, and I'm not sure how many there are in total now. And I think they maybe moved them to different areas of the wetlands. Water buffalo were actually endemic to this part of the world, apparently until about the Middle Ages. So, welcome home. I think they're reintroducing them in Italy as well.
On the subject of out-of-context animals, we're not caring for any pets at this house sit, but we are providing snacks for some local animal friends. This lot's for a visiting raccoon. Some call them bin pandas, but our host is pretty fond of the rascals. They made their way into the wilds of Berlin when they were set loose from fur farms during World War II, and now they're ubiquitous.
But of course, we never saw them. Exploring the local cuisine is very high on our to-do list, so we find ourselves happily lost in supermarkets and their delights. It's not all pastries and pork. Rhubarb is a special treat, and the salads are fresh and fabulous.
Now what is that? Even they don't know. So many sausages in a jar.
And the famous Berlin Döner exceeds expectation. The second best sandwich in the world, behind the Vietnamese banh mi.
Now, the trick is trying to get this into your mouth.
Oh, okay. You think there's a trick?
This is so big. Delicious.
Our train deposits us into crowds of tourists. You are not in the crowd. You are the crowd. We're at Brandenburg Tor. Bluetooth headphone in one ear each, and we go to the Reichstag and begin a Rick Steves audio tour by Howie's phone. And just like that, we are plunged into history, conflict, the chaos and the tragedy that is Berlin. And the remarkable way in which this place has come to terms with its past, honouring it, acknowledging it, and making me think about it.
We're here at Greenwich Promenade. It's a very English name. I don't know how you say it in German. Maybe Greenwich, for the Tegel Harbour Festival. It's exciting. Look at it, it's lekker. Lekker. Fine. Erdbeer beer. I think.
Strawberry beer.
Frost. Wow.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Back to Tegeler. A few days later, it's quiet without the festival.
Prost.
We're on a boat, y'all.
It's right in our neighbourhood, but wouldn't be on a typical tourist trail. We really like it here.
We're in Tegel Forest. I just fell off my bike before while stationary. I forgot that there was a basket on the back and tried to get off by dismounting it like a horse, and went down.
Oh, you rolled?
I rolled.
But
it was amusing rather than shocking, problematic. Okay, I'd like to introduce you to Fat Marie, or in German, Dicke Mari, named apparently after the cook of two boys who lived in the local big house. She's believed to be the oldest tree in the city of Berlin, older perhaps even than the city itself, about 800 years old, and she's on the National Tree Register. So big ups, Fat Marie. What a beautiful tree.
So Black Plague came through Europe about 1350, and this tree would have been about 100 years old by then.
Yeah.
So
She's seen some stuff.
Black Plague.
Wiesenstein restaurant is in a building that dates back to the same castle estate as Fat Marie, the tree, and it's one of Berlin's oldest restaurants. We're here to celebrate Howie's birthday and to farewell Berlin with a hearty traditional meal. We can barely walk afterwards. Lucky we're riding. Happy birthday to you. House sitting is by far one of the best parts of our nomadic life. We're grateful to lovely, hospitable hosts who entrust us with their beautiful homes. Like this one, so tranquil and comfortable, and it's given us an insight to Berlin life and history that will be sure to draw us back again.